Excellent day, everyone! Today I'll be explaining what literary criticism can be applied in the Paper Menagerie story by Ken Liu. In this story, Jacques feels ashamed with his Chinese heritage because he wants to fit in with American culture. This story shows how rejecting one's culture, loss of identity. This causes conflict with his mother, who tries to pass down their traditions through the origami animals she makes. Alright, and now let's move on to the next criticism. Through her character, the story reveals issues of cultural prejudice and the sacrifices women make in both family and society. In the story, Jack's mother is shown as a mail-order bride from China. She faces discriminations, isolations, and a lack of respect because of her background, limited English, and her position as a woman in a foreign country. Her struggles highlights how women's voices and identities can be overlooked or silenced. Now let's move on to the next criticism. Because Jack's mother comes from a poor background in China and becomes a mail-order bride, which shows how economic conditions shapes her life choices. She faces discriminations and unfair treatments in America because of her lower social status, while Jack grows up wanting to fit into a more privileged Western culture. For our next literary criticism, we have biological criticism. Ken Liu himself is a Chinese-American immigrant, and his personal experiences with cultural identity and family struggles are reflected in the story. Jack's conflict between his Chinese heritage and American environment mirrors the real-life situation of Ken Liu. For our last literary criticism, we have the mother is an archetypal nurturing figure whose sacrifices are only fully understood after her death. Jack's journey also follows the archetypal pattern of identity struggles and self-discovery, because in the story shows that the Origami animals serves as a magical archetypes that symbolize love, memory, and cultural connection. And that's it for our analysis and the story of the Paper Menagerie by Ken Lee. Bye!